evening and welcome to another IADC update. This evening we're again out in the field and we will be coming out of the field at some point. We will be bringing you all the latest developments here at the Argyle International Airport. This evening we are going to start here where we are doing the major river crossing at the Yambu River, and we're working on the 220 channel. Now, as most of you, if not all of you by now, know that the Yambu River, which is running behind me and going all the way around to my left, coming back to the flow at the Argyle. See, this river is going to be running under the runway here at the Argyle International Airport. Now, how are we doing that? We have told you time and again that we have installed 5 culverts in this area, and these 5 culverts are designed to take the water from the Yambu River straight down to the Argyle Sea. We showed you on numerous occasions the culverts, how they have been installed, and currently we are doing the backfilling at the culverts. We have started, and we'll show it to you, we have started the backfilling in the center of the culvert so that we could have that area prepared and we can continue to do the filling up so that we can continue the runway in the center of those culverts, even as we continue to work on the remainder of the backfilling for the culvert. It stretches 1,000 feet right down to the end. Now, what we are doing currently is that we are preparing ourselves to enter the water from here. This is where the diversion starts. And if you look closely behind me, you will see that we have already started cutting there. But right now, most of the work is concentrated in front of the culverts. We're preparing ourselves to take the water from here and push it directly into the culverts. So that we are looking at happening towards the end of this week, latest very early next week, so that we have the water channel there as we continue to work on the backfilling. I am going to go across here where we can show you exactly what we are doing at the river where the culverts have been installed. And if you follow me closely, you'll see that we have heavy equipment at work, and they're working on clearing this area and preparing it for the water that would eventually be flowing in here. In front of the culverts, persons have asked me on various occasions, what would we be doing to trap things that would be coming down to enter the culverts to cause blockage? And we are seeing the design taking shape, what the engineers intend to do here. My understanding is that they have dug something that looks almost like a wide trench right in front here, and what this opening in front here would do is to trap sediment and other particles that would come down and may very well would have entered into the culvert. Now this is designed to trap those and prevent them from going in, so that the water would rise and go over on the concrete structure that is in front there and flow freely into the culverts, and the sediments and other particles will be trapped here. What we need to do then is to constantly maintain this area so that it is cleaned on a regular basis to prevent the buildup of sediment. So this area is being prepared for the water that would flow in. It's going to go in there by weekend, early next week at the latest, as we continue to do the backfilling on the top of these culverts. So things are shaping up, and by the end of September we'll be a long way with this, and if we're not finished, certainly by October this work in the 220 Yambu River crossing will be completed. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to move from here and take you elsewhere to see what is happening, and we are also going to be giving you an update on the pavement works taking place here at the Argyle International Airport. Thank you for staying with us as we go around our site to bring you all the latest developments here at the Argyle International Airport. And I'm smiling because I'm happy. Actually, I'm always happy when it comes to the Argyle International Airport. When I see the progress and the kind of work we are doing, yeah, there's much to be happy about. Where we are, we're in the 2nd kilometer of the project, overlooking the apron area, the terminal building, where the cargo terminal and all of those good works are taking place. I'm just going to point out to you what we are doing here at the moment. Now, the last time we came to you, you saw the resumption of the pavement works on the general aviation apron, and in the area that they were working, they have completed that work. So on the general aviation apron, there is very little work remaining to be done, and if you look to the side of it where they're setting up some of the formwork, the molds that they're putting out there, you can see how much more of the work that they have to do there on the general aviation apron. Now that has allowed them to be able to move most of the molds to start putting them down at the cargo terminal. So that is the next area that we have to work on, the cargo terminal. So that's where the molds are being placed right now. Very shortly, we will see the pavement works starting in this area. We will see them pouring concrete in this area. In addition to the works going on the aprons, we have Innotech, the contractors, the Barbados-based company that is constructing the cargo terminal, and that work is going really, really well. Now on the cargo terminal, we have 3 areas pretty much. We have 2 areas on the sides, one for imports, the other for exports. And in the middle there, where you see that they're doing some decking, they're gonna do the concrete slab there, and they're gonna go up a little bit more. That area there, we are creating some space. We'll have some space on the ground for whatever they're gonna use it for, I'm not sure. But on the top, you're gonna have some office spaces, and that is what is happening in the center of the building. But on the sides, it's wide open space, tall enough so that forklifts and other equipment like that can work there unobstructed by anything at all. So the cargo terminal is being built, and right now, for what we are anticipating, it is adequate, more than adequate, for the kind of volumes that we are expecting would be coming in there. And just a reminder that on the cargo apron, that apron will be wide enough to hold side by side 2 jets of the Amerijet side. So we'll have more cargo space, and we can send out more things out of St. Vincent, and we will also have enough room for imports. Hopefully we will not be importing more than we are exporting, but the facility will be there. Now in addition to that, Innotech is also constructing, and they have started work on the airside substation, which is a smaller building, and that is expected to be finished as well by October. So this work we're expecting in this area will be wrapped up by the end of October. Now a lot of things are happening in this area. In addition to all that I've outlined already, we have to my far right work on the fuel farm starting, so that they are now working on the foundation pretty much for the base for the fuel farm, and that is being done, constructed by Franco, and they are working for Rubis, the company that has been contracted to put the fuel farm there. So just some of the things that are happening outside here on the site. We are going to turn our attention now to the pavement works and get some more details as to exactly where we are with the pavement works taking place. So in addition to what you've heard from me, we're going to get it straight from the horse's mouth, how much we have done on the paving of the aprons, what we have done on the runway with the asphalt pavement, and also the road network in here that is ongoing, because we have the road over on the southern end, we have the road on the northern end, we have additional roads in between the property here. So we're going to find out all about that and see where we are. So Andalia, the man in charge of those works, he's going to be sitting down with us and bringing us up to date on exactly where we are here with the pavement works. Well, as promised, we are sitting down with consultant engineer Andalia Borges. He is here working on the Argyle International Airport, and he is going to be telling us what is happening with the pavement works on the aprons, the runway, and we will also try to find out something about what is happening with the development of the road networks here at the Argyle International Airport. So, Andalia, you have sat down with us before. Thank you for sitting with us again and for helping us to come up to scratch, to be updated on exactly what is happening, where we are and where we are going. So thank you very much.
We actually continue to work with the base layer of the asphalt works. We have approximately already placed about 17,000 tons of asphalt, which is just about 2 kilometers of the runway. We are currently starting work on the second layer, but we have about 8,000 tons to be placed to finish the first or the base layer of asphalt. We have continued works on the second layer, or what we call the wearing course, and we're currently working on this layer right now. The areas that we still have left to place asphalt in the first layer is the taxiways, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. And based on the volume of work we still have left, or the asphalt to place, we think that we can do this in about 2 weeks. But the rain is giving us some beating, because at this time we had already planned to start work today in taxiway Alpha, but because of the rain, we're not able to work in this area. Parallelly with this, we've already been doing the designs in the lab for the wearing course, and we have achieved all of the correct parameters in the application and actually in the practical state. This type of work is being controlled by the lab, and the lab have actually stated that all of the work that we've been doing, all of the tests have accomplished all of the parameters set, international parameters that are set for this type of work. And therefore, we have already decided and made the purchase of the asphalt, the material that we need to do the asphalt work. And we've already decided on it, and we've already sent to make the purchase for the wearing course. And we have been given the information that the company has already made the purchase, and in two weeks or so, we'd start the placement of the wearing course.
Thanks. Before we go forward, let's go back to the base coat layer and the amount that we've placed on the runway already. Taxiways, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, to be done, but you didn't mention the river area. What's happening at the 191 channel and the 220?
Right now, we're currently working in the area of the 191 river, because that area was already refilled with fluid concrete, and what we're doing now is the earthworks. What we're doing with the earthworks is we're trying to bring it up. We call it a process of leveling. We're trying to bring it up to the level of the runway. We're currently working as well in the area of the 220, the Yambu River crossing. We're working on the concrete refilling in this area, and next we'd pass over to the earthworks. In this area as well, of course, we still have outstanding to do the first base course layer. And what happens is that we have approximately about 500 meters in this area to do. In the area of the 175 station up to the 220 station, we have in about 15 days, we'll be able to start the placement of the base course in this area. And then this area would be ready for the placement of asphalt.